I'm not asking you, Ted. I'm telling you.
Oh, you cannot order me around anymore, Mason.
If I feel that your actions are jeopardizing Kelly, I certainly can. Now, your feelings are understandably brotherly, but I'm afraid I can't allow it. Now, I have no more time to discuss the matter.
But now, wait a minute here, Mason.
That's it. What were you two fighting about?
It's no big deal.
Hey, I thought we had a resolution. No more secrets?
Right, it's just that tomorrow is Kelly's birthday and she's gonna be all alone.
Hey, you can give her a call, can't you?
Well, that's what I'm talking about, but he doesn't want me to call her.
Why not?
Well, you know, I know we promised not to keep any secrets from each other. It's just that, I mean, with Kelly,
It's all right, okay, it's all right.
I'm sorry.
No, I understand.
I just don't want anything getting in the way of what we managed to get going so far.
What's that?
Well, I think we've been having fun again, you know, talking to each other the way we used to before.
Before we were married?
Yeah. I mean, everything just seemed to stop for a while. But these last few days, I feel like I've gotten to know a lot more about you, and I've told you a lot more about myself.
Well, you know, we have a long way to go. I mean, get to know each other.
Yeah. But we're heading in the right direction. Now, who knows? We might even end up with a real marriage someday.
Is that what you want?
Well, yeah, it's only going to work out if we both want.
After a picnic the other...
I cannot stand the stone silence that occurs every time I walk into a room.
Yeah, well, maybe you should find a place to live on your own.
He's going for showers. Could use one.
He's been working very hard at the stables all morning.
Actually, I'm glad we're alone. I need your help, Haley. Look, Mason and Cece are plotting something, and I thought maybe Ted had let something slip.
Gina, we don't spend every waking moment talking about you and Cece.
Does that mean you're getting some use out of that king-size bed I bought you?
That is none of your business. And I'll tell you something. As long as you're here, Ted and I will never get together.
Haley.
Haley, wait.
Victoria? Victoria? Victoria?
Mason?
I was about to call the police and have them start checking hospitals. Where have you been?
Oh, well, it was such a beautiful day. I went out for a walk.
After everything the doctors have told you? What if you were to lose the baby?
I won't.
You left the door unlocked.
Well, yeah, I admit it was a foolish thing to do, but I'm not an invalid. I can go out as long as I take care of myself. I just needed to get outside.
Yes, you do get a little bored sitting around cooped up in here.
Well, I was so tense, I didn't know what to do.
I suppose this is the headline that prompted your sudden need for fresh air?
Well, I admit I am concerned about Cruz.
I'm beginning to wonder which you're more concerned about, Victoria. Your baby or the baby's father?
I know I haven't handled this properly, Don, and I'm sorry. It has to be the most difficult thing in the world for you, dealing with the fact that Alice is your sister. I don't know how to make it easier. You must have so many questions.
No, just one. How did Alice even happen?
Well, I told you, Jane, Gus and I...
Yes, you were lovers. I can grasp that, Mother. But you were the original Southern Belle. We're talking about 19 years ago. Did you have a little rebellion?
No.
Then how did you, of all people, end up with a black lover?
me! Anybody else follow you down here? Anybody else see Laertes? My cat!
No. I saw the cat. No one saw me. What are you doing here?
How do you like it? My new castle.
What?
It's my house for the moment.
Oh, you must be kidding, Keith. You're not actually living down here.
Bingo.
Oh, you've really got off the deep end this time. You can't live in this dungeon.
Well, this dungeon happens to be where they keep all the telephone wires and the controls. They control all the phones in this house, you see. I have to be nearby to keep any other tap that I'm having put in.
You're tapping the Capitol telephone line.
So smart, just so smart. Yes. Because the moment that they contact Kelly, wherever she is in the world, I can prove that Mason knows her whereabouts. That'll have to be for collusion, complicity, both felonies, and he'll be out of the DA's office on his can.
You're very dedicated, Keith. You wouldn't catch me living down here.
Why? What's the matter with it? Laertes takes care of the rats.
Let's see, you've made it all quite comfortable. Of course.
What?
I know the reason you moved in here.
What?
Because you spent every last dime on that idiotic attempted takeover.
It's not idiotic. It almost happened. If it had actually happened, we'd be upstairs rolling in the master bedroom right now.
Yes. And if bushes were horses, beggars would ride,
Joe,
darling.
you're so brilliant. But I spent the last nickel I had with setting up this wiretap here. So if you can help me with the necessities, you know, an extra blanket, maybe some food.
Kitty litter?
What?
Kitty litter.
Laertes not there.
Kitty
Get over
litter.
there.
You know, Keith,
What?
it seems to me you just tried to double-cross me. I don't see why I should provide you with anything.
Come on, darling. This can be a two-way street here, you know? I can provide you morning, noon, and night right under CC's nose.
Yeah?
Right. Your own slave in his own dungeon. I could even scare up some handcuffs.
No, I think we can wait on the hand.
Not here. Not in front of Weasel.
Who cares about the cat? Besides, I thought his name was Hamlet.
It's Laertes. No, this is Weasel.
Well, of course I was upset about Cruz. How am I supposed to react when I found out he'd been shot?
Your health has to be your first priority.
Mason, I just can't shut off my feelings. Cruz doesn't love me. Someday I'm going to get over him. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop caring about what happens to him.
More than you care about what happens to your child?
No, of course not. You don't believe that I've given up on him, do you? I promised you that I wasn't going to tell him about the baby. You think I lied about that?
That's not the point, Victoria.
Well, then what is the point? I was upset about Cruz. I went out for a walk. What have I done that is so terrible that has made you this angry?
Nothing. I'm sorry, I overreacted.
Well, you don't have to apologize to me.
I'm not to deny my concern for you, but I'm afraid it's been magnified by the pressure I'm under with this trial.
The trial involving the man who assaulted Eden?
Yeah, it's got more problems than I thought it would have.
I read that Julia Wainwright is defending him.
Yeah, and that's complicated matters somewhat. Well, I hope you'll forgive me my little outburst. I know you're trying to get over Cruz, and I know it's not something that happens in a day or even a month. But it happens. So I'm told. See ya.
I was very attracted to Gus. His color made no difference to me.
Were you ever in love with him, or was sex the only attraction?
I loved him very much for a time.
Now, I don't think I will ever understand how you can just turn it on and off.
I didn't. I never have. I know from bitter experience what love can and cannot overcome. Gus and I were living on the road together. You were barely a year old. He was making a living on the small-time fight circus. Small-time fight circuit meant small town. A white woman, her white baby, and the black man she was living with were not very welcome back then in those towns.
I don't remember any of it.
Well, you were a baby, just a little baby.
How did Gus feel about me?
He treated you as if you were his own. You remember that little doll with the cowgirl dress and the western hat and the boots?
Yes, I remember that. That was my favorite doll. I never wanted to let it go.
Gus was so proud when he brought that home to you. When I was pregnant with Alice, all we talked about was how much you'd enjoy having a brother or sister. And we decided to get married, be a real family. Then as soon as I started to show, we began to realize it was never going to work.
Why?
People wouldn't accept it.
You always did care so much about what other people thought.
No, I care about you and Alice, too. Your lives would have been hell living with a white mother and a black father.
So what happened?
Everything fell apart.
How? Was it after Alice was born? Was it your decision? Was it Gus's?
But none of that is important. What is important is that I love you and Alice both very much.
You won't tell me.
I said it doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter that I have had a sister that I've known nothing about for 19 years?
Oh, Jane, honey, come on.
Oh, just forget it. The only reason you told me about Alice is because you were forced to. You won't even tell me the truth unless you absolutely have to.
Jane! Jane! I love you, sweetheart. Oh,
Hello.
Are you here to see Ted?
Not really. He left his wallet down at the stables. I thought he might need it.
Oh, thank you. You know, that's really nice of you. You could have saved yourself a trip and called him. You would have gone down.
I know. But then I wouldn't have got to see the great Capitol Estate. I was hoping maybe I'd get a tour of the place.
So what we're going to do? Hi.
Look who's here. What's up?
Oh, well, you know, you left your wallet at the stables. Jake was really nice to come back.
Thank you very much.
I was just telling Haley what a beautiful place you have here. I heard your dad's stables are first rate.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, you know, you should show Jake around.
Well, you're not as pretty as Haley, but I guess you'll do as a tour guide.
Come on.
Yes, I have to talk to you.
Okay, well, I'm just going to show
It's imperative that we talk now.
Excuse me a minute here. It's urgent.
We're proceeding with the plan to bring Kelly home. You're to go to the bank in Ventura and withdraw the cash to pay for a plane ticket and expenses to Zurich.
Who's going to Zurich?
We're sending an envoy to tell Kelly that the kidnapping is a fake. We decided to warn her so she won't be so terrified. Tickets have to be paid for in cash so they can't be traced.
Okay, you want me to buy the tickets?
No, just get the cash. Now, I want you to drive through Ojai and then down to Ventura so you can make sure nobody's following
Well,
you.
that's 30 minutes out of the way.
Ted, it's important that nobody connect us to the Capwells, especially me. My job would be at risk.
Okay, I understand.
Here's the checkbook for the Ventura Bank. You go now.
Okay, I just need a few more
I
minutes.
said go now, Ted. This is for Kelly. Don't you know how important it is?
Okay, I'm leaving. You all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not the only thing on my mind.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Thanks.
So then the horse galloping back to the stable with Muffy hanging on for dear life, screaming, "Whoa, baby!"
I can picture it.
All right, I got to run an errand. I'm not going to be able to show you the stables right now. I can drop you off at the registration if you want me to.
Oh, thanks, but, it's not for another 2 hours.
Oh, okay. I'd give you a lift down to the stables?
Thanks, I got my own car, but maybe Haley could show me around.
Oh, yeah, sure. I could do that.
Yeah, all right. Have a good time.
Bye.
So long.
Okay, Jake.
See you.
Bye.
Hey, listen, as long as you got a couple hours to spare, why don't I give you your first writing lesson?
Oh, no, I don't know, Jake.
Well, why not? I mean, think how pleased Ted will be when you come riding into the stables.
Today's not a good day. Not for,
No time like the present.
I don't know.
Come on. Look, you want to learn how to ride, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Come on, let's go. Look, you can sign up for classes tomorrow or the next day. Let's do it. Come on.
Your skis are waxed and ready for you, Fräulein.
Thank you.
It is to be a beautiful day tomorrow.
And about the mail?
Yeah, I'm sorry there was no package. And no messages have come.
Damn.
Patience, Fräulein. I'm certain that your family has not forgotten that tomorrow is your birthday.
No, I hope not.
They will most likely get in touch with you in some way. If not, please remember that it is only their concern for your safety that will keep them from calling or sending you something.
Yeah, you're right. I know.
It is a poor substitute, but we will have our own celebration of your birthday tomorrow.
Oh, thank you, Otto. You're very kind.
We'll be home with your family very soon.
Well, I wish I could believe that. You know, sometimes I think maybe I should go home now, no matter what might happen to me.
Come on over here. He's almost done. I want you to hear about this wiretap.
You just keep that creep away.
Listen, this guy really knows what he's talking about. Come on.
No. Why did you have to hire such a lowlife?
He came highly recommended. I didn't know what the guy was going to be like.
His name is Weasel, Keith. What did you expect? Someone in a three-piece suit?
What we're doing here is not exactly kosher. With a job with its requirements, you have to take wherever you can get. So come on.
All right, I'm coming. Just keep the creep away from me.
Lay off the insults.
Why should I? He can't hear me. Look, you really are a low-life scum, aren't you? What did I tell you? He doesn't know what's going on. Come on. We have better things to deal with than him.
That's it. Woo. Any calls come in on this phone now, you got them on tape. Any questions?
Yeah, about 100.
Do what?
Take off the headset. You're not touching me until you wash your hands.
So you sure you got this thing set up right, okay?
No question, no question. This speaker here, you'll hear the tones whenever anybody calls out. And this speaker over here, you'll hear what they say on outgoing calls. Now, you can count the tones, and you can figure out whether it's local or long distance or international. You can keep the volume on or off. That's up to you.
Right, and it'll tape all the calls.
Ah, that's the key right there. What I've set up here is what you and I talked about, and my basic fee covers that. But this way, you've got to turn the tape on and off whenever there's a call. Now, if you want that automatic, that's another $500.
Well, honey, I think we ought to have the automatic. You know, we don't want to be missing any calls.
Yeah. Wouldn't want you to have to stand there all the time.
So give him $500.
Me?
Well, you don't think I have it, do you?
Do you take credit cards?
What do you think this is, Radio Shack here? I deal in cash, lady. Since what we're doing here ain't exactly on the up and up, you know?
Well, honey, maybe we can work something out.
Well, I suppose I could be persuaded to up the charge a little and wait for the payment. Say 7 C's for the automatic, huh?
Are you out of your mind?
Come on.
You're crazy. Get the creep out of here.
She don't take it personally. She doesn't.
Don't make no difference to me, because you're the ones got to be here all the time. You see, if you don't turn on that tape for every call, you're not going to get nothing.
You're the lady visitor?
Yes.
I thought they were talking about my lawyer. What are you doing here?
I need to talk to you, Mr. Jackson.
I don't see that you and I have much to talk about.
Yes, we do. We need to talk about my sister Alice. Well, it looks like they're having fun out there at least.
Yeah. Did you get that for me?
Yeah.
Well, look, don't let them fool you. Just put it on an act for you. Every last one of those horses was really miserable.
Okay, so maybe I don't hang out at stables enough to know that people may have a good time riding.
Yeah, and I bet you'd much rather be at your college registration right now wouldn't you?
Oh, so I'm supposed to be grateful that you talked me into coming down here instead of going down there, huh?
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
I get this feeling that whatever you say, you think is right.
Well, as a matter of fact, yeah, it's probably true. I think I'm right about thinking that it's Ted's idea that you go to college, isn't it?
You don't think I can think for myself?
I didn't say that. Look, you know, I just don't understand it completely. I mean, are you taking these classes to try and upgrade yourself?
Oh, come on, Jake.
Well, then tell me I'm not right.
Okay, maybe living at the Capwells has made me think about college education. You sit at the dinner table with Mason Capwell and listen to his big words come out of his mouth.
No, thanks.
If that is what has made me decide to go to college, then fine, I'm happy about it. Because I'm going to go to school and I'm going to feel good about myself.
Well, you're right. You should be. I mean, you know, look where us jerks end up who never went to college.
Jake, I didn't mean it that way.
I know you didn't. I don't think you could say something mean to someone even if you wanted to.
Ted tells me that you know this place upside down. How long have you been working here?
Since I was a kid.
Oh, you must really like horses.
Well, are you taking these classes to try and upgrade yourself?
Oh, come on, Jake.
Well, then tell me I'm not right.
Okay, maybe living at the Capwells has made me think about college education. You sit at the dinner table with Mason Capwell and listen to his big words come out of his mouth.
No, thanks.
If that is what has made me decide to go to college, then fine, I'm happy about it. Because I'm going to go to school and I'm going to feel good about myself.
Well, you're right. You should be. I mean, you know, look where us jerks end up who never went to college.
Jake, I didn't mean it that way.
I know you didn't. I don't think you could say something mean to someone even if you wanted to.
Ted tells me that you know this place upside down. How long have you been working here?
Since I was a kid.
Oh, you must really like horses.
Well, my family needed the money.
Yeah.
And it was just a job.
Well, my family didn't have any money either. So what did your dad do?
Well, back then he was an oil rigger.
Oh, I thought that was good money.
Yep, brought home a healthy paycheck every week, but we didn't see much of it. He either spent it all drinking at the bar or lost it playing cards. And it got to be so I could tell whether he'd lost it at playing cards or not.
How?
Well, if he just spent it drinking, he'd come home stinking drunk and he passed out for the rest of the weekend. But if he lost it playing cards, he'd only come home half drunk. And he'd take it out on my mom.
Did he hit her?
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be getting into all of that. Everybody's got problems, right? Never told anybody that before.
No one?
No. I didn't mean to single you out.
Jake, it's all right. Why me?
I'm not sure. I just thought you'd understand.
I wasn't certain I'd see you again today. You were so angry with me earlier.
Yeah, unjustifiably so.
You were upset with me because I was worried about Cruz?
Yeah, but that's not really the problem. Fact of the matter is, Victoria, fight it as I may, I'm a little jealous of you.
Jealous? I don't understand.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't really expect you to. I know that, things haven't been easy for you and that the next few months are going to present some real hardships, but at the end of that period of time, you'll have a child of your own.
Mason, you're going to have children of your own someday, too.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, I'm not so sure that I'm the person that you should envy. I'm very happy about having my baby. But some of that happiness is something that should be shared with the baby's father. And I'm going to be raising this baby by myself. When you have children, you at least have somebody to share it with.
Here I am being consoled by you, and you're the one going through the ordeal. Try not to get too depressed. You're not going to be alone for long, Victoria. Right man will come along for you.
I hope so.
And that's all Caroline told you?
Yes.
Seems like she held a few things back, but I can't say that surprises me. Your mother has a habit of doing that.
Will you tell me the things that she didn't?
Why should I?
Because I need to know. Look, you held me when I was a baby. She told me that. And she also told me about the doll that you bought me.
You were a baby. Babies like dolls.
But you were good to me. Now, I assume you were good to my mother for a while.
I was always good to her.
Then why didn't it work?
She told you.
No, not enough. I want to hear what you have to say. Now, I know it wasn't easy for the two of you then.
When it was just the two of us together, it was easy.
Alice and I made things difficult.
No, I didn't mean that.
Well, then what then? Please.
I tried to make things work. I really did. For a long time, I thought that I could just let those words just roll off my back. We'd go into some little place, some town. People would see us there. They'd make their little remarks. Always just loud enough so we could hear them. But I held my temper. And your mother, she held her chin up. And we got through that because we had each other. But when I didn't have any fights lined up, had to go out and find a job, that's when things got bad.
But she still tried to be there for you, didn't she?
By this time, Alice was on the way. The best thing that me and Caroline could do for each other was just not talk about it. When we did, we'd start to argue, and pretty soon we'd start using some of those choice words on each other.
And that's when things got bad.
Got bad. They didn't get bad. They were torn apart. People, they wouldn't give us a chance. And after a while, Caroline couldn't take it anymore. Right after Alice was born, we were happy again for a few weeks. But I knew deep down inside that sooner or later she'd leave.
Did she?
I couldn't take the waiting. Every time I'd go out and look for a job, I'd expect to come back home and find a note that she'd gone. Finally, I just told her to go. I'd keep Alice. She and you could just go.
And she went? No argument?
She said she understood.
Wait, I don't understand. How could she just walk out and leave her baby like that? Alice was her daughter.
I guess. I'm not going to answer for Caroline. You take that up with her.
No, it won't do any good. She will never tell me the truth about anything.
I think I've told you enough.
No, wait. You have to tell me about later.
We tried to keep track of each other. We stayed in touch for a few months, and then we just lost touch.
All right, no, I'm talking about later, when Alice... When you were arrested for protecting Alice, and Alice was put into the hospital. Now, didn't anybody try to find out who Alice's mother was?
Yeah. The authorities, they wanted all that information.
But you wouldn't give it to them.
I told them.
Well, didn't you try to tell my mother that Alice was going to be put in that institution?
I think you better talk to your mother about this.
So you didn't tell her, did you?
I didn't talk to her, no.
And so you didn't tell anyone that she was Alice's mother?
I just told you I did.
But that doesn't make sense. Now, if someone in charge knew that who Alice's mother was, they would have gotten in touch with her.
They did call.
No, they couldn't have. If they...
They called Caroline. They told her that Alice would have to go into that hospital. Caroline could have stopped it from happening. Caroline could have come for her daughter.
No. You're lying.
Mm-mm. I got no reason to lie. Ask her. Go ahead. She knew. Caroline could have helped Alice. She could have kept her out of that place, but she never returned the call. Now, that is the plain, ugly truth of it.
Hey, you ready to mount up?
I don't know. You know, I saw those horses and they're really big.
They're gentle giants.
No, I saw Buttercup. Buttercup does not look like a gentle giant.
Look, she's just a lamb, really. Now, look, Haley, there's nothing to worry about, all right? Just Remember everything I told you?
I
You'll be
don't
fine.
remember everything you told me. Not everything.
Well, look, do you remember how I told you to sit in the saddle once you're there?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, remember to keep this part pretty straight, okay?
Well, I don't see how that's going to help me after I fall off the horse.
I'm not going to let you fall off.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do? Ride on it with me?
No, I'm not, but I guarantee you that no one has ever been trampled by the horse on the first lesson.
It's never happened.
Well, I didn't say it never happened.
Jake, horses can sense that I'm nervous and I have to go out there laughing or something. You're not helping me here.
All right, I'll help you out, but listen, whatever you do, don't laugh at Buttercup.
Why?
Because she's very sensitive.
Jake.
Come on, you're gonna do great.
Yeah.
Well, come on. I really want to hear it.
No, I'd feel silly doing it here, and I haven't memorized it yet.
Oh, that is not fair. You saw me in the play. The least you can do is show me how you work.
Oh, all right. But only part of it. I haven't finished polishing it yet.
Which part?
This is the conclusion of my opening remarks to the jury.
Okay, then I will be a member of the jury.
Well, I'd be in trouble if you were a member of the jury.
Why?
Because I'd have to address everything to you.
Okay, come on, go.
All right, it was something like this. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, though the attorney for the defense will make every effort to shake testimony, to distort the facts, and to present this as some sort of racially motivated charge, I want you to bear in mind that that is her job. She is obliged to go to any extremes to win acquittal for her client. But there is nothing that can shake the fact that Gus Jackson did willfully rob Eden Capwell and assault her with a deadly weapon. Now ask yourselves to what extremes that man might next resort to if you, as jurors, don't assume the burden presented you by this courtroom and send him back to prison. We're fortunate this time. We have a witness. But if you allow this man to walk the streets once again, will he leave any witnesses next time?
Ooh, that's scary.
Good, thank you. That's the idea.
You know, I would really like a chance to see you in action in front of a judge and a jury.
Well, if you ever knock over a gas station, I'll make sure I get to prosecute.
No, I'm serious. Now, when does this, Gus Jackson hearing start?
Oh, you're not going to the hearing.
Oh, come on, why not?
We've been through all that, Victoria. You're not going out except under rare circumstances.
But I get so tired sitting here alone every single day.
I can understand that, and we'll do something about it.
Good. So when is the hearing?
No, not the hearing. We'll go to the mountains one night this week and have dinner there.
Which night?
Well, I don't know yet. I'll see what we can set up.
It sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it will be wonderful. But it's contingent on your staying put. No more running outside and leaving the door unlocked, and no hearing.
All right. But I really do want to see you work sometime. You know, listening to that courtroom speech was like seeing a completely different person.
No, I'm the same person.
Yeah, I know. But there's another side of you that I don't know. And I'd like to.
I have to go. I've got some things to do before I go into court. But you just concentrate on getting some rest and think about our dinner plans, huh?
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks again for stopping by.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Hello, Irene? Yeah, I'd like to know when the Gus Jackson hearing is and at what time.
Are you okay?
No, I've never felt so bad in my life. I'm so sore.
Look,
Jake.
it's just because you're not used to using those muscles, that's all.
Jake, I never knew I had these muscles until now, but believe me, I know about every one of them. Does everyone feel like this after their first ride?
Yeah, pretty much.
So why didn't you tell me that? You said you told me everything I needed to know.
Well, look, if I had told you you're going to be that sore, would you have gone riding?
No.
You didn't need to know. Look, you want to go riding again, don't you?
You're pushing your luck. I have to now because I can't walk.
Well, you're not going to be sore for that long. Just soak yourself in Epsom salt. You'll be fine.
Uh-huh. I can't go down and register now. You feel guilty?
Oh.
I'm going to have to go tomorrow if I live that long.
I'm sorry. Look, sit down. You'll feel better.
Oh, best idea you've had all day.
There you go, Grandma, right?
Grandma.
Well, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Gina, this is Jake. Jake and Ted work together at the stables. This is my aunt, Jean Capwell. Teach me how to ride.
I bet he was.
Hello, Mrs. Capwell.
Oh, you can call me Gina. You know, I should come down to the stables myself sometime.
You like to ride?
Love it. You could probably give me some pointers.
Sure. Look, I've got to get going, Haley.
Right. Thanks for the lesson, I think.
Anytime.
Epsom salts, huh? Okay. Gina. You scared him half out of wits.
Oh, he knows what the score is. But if I were you, I'd be careful. I wouldn't want to expose myself to a temptation like that. Especially when you and Ted are just starting to get things going again in the bedroom.
Gina.
He's not your type anyway, Haley.
He's teaching me to ride to surprise Ted. That's it.
I think that's very sweet. But being around a man like that, a girl could lose her head.
Well, you don't have to worry about me, all right?
Good. Besides, I didn't come to talk to you about Jake.
Thank goodness.
Haley, you snapped at me before when I tried asking you about the plot that Mason and Cece are planning. I really wish you would remember where your loyalties lie.
I don't know why you are so paranoid.
I'm not being paranoid. I have been around this family long enough to know when something's up, and things have been very strange around here lately.
You have made Kelly go far away and be all alone. Don't you think you can understand that?
Yeah, I understand that. I've understood it for months, but there's more to it than that.
Okay, tomorrow is Kelly's birthday. Now, I think they hate you even more for making her spend it all alone.
Tomorrow's Kelly's birthday. Of course.
Right, and so don't be surprised if they don't even look at you, all right? And, Gina, don't ask me to spy for you anymore. Ted is my husband, and I am not going to hurt his family. You listening to me?
Happy birthday, Kelly. Hey, what happened?
I just came from talking with Gus.
You should have done that.
Why not, Mother? So you could go on living your life? I know exactly why you want Gus back in jail, because he knows the truth about you, doesn't he?
James.
And I know the truth now, too. I know exactly what kind of heartless person you really are.
Not now. Not now. I figured out this thing works.
Oh, you don't have to figure that out. And you know how I work.
Can't afford to miss any calls.
Well, there aren't going to be any calls. At least not yet.
How do you know?
Because I just remembered it's Kelly's birthday tomorrow.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. There won't be any calls for the Capwells going either way. No, you see, Mason and Cece and Sophia are all going to be dying to call their dear, darling Kelly on her birthday tomorrow. That means you and I have free time until then to spend any way our hearts desire. And my desire happens to be overflowing, if I can be so subtle as to say so.
Nothing you say can justify leaving Alice in that horrible hospital.
Oh, would you just listen to me?
No, I will not listen. I know who you are. I know what kind of monster you are. You never cared about me. And you left your daughter to be abused in an institution where you knew she didn't belong. Now I'm going to make sure you never hurt anybody again.
Jane.
Jane?
No, I understand.
Lionel?
Yeah, okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks. What is it, Jane? What's wrong?
Jane, please shut up. It is time you knew the truth about her, Lionel. Hi.
You must have zipped through those lines of registration.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Well, no, actually, the lines were so long, I thought I'd do it tomorrow.
Hope the class will be available for you tomorrow.
Oh, they will be, sure. My schedule's so flexible.
Well, I'm glad you're sitting here instead of standing in those silly lines.
You are?
Yeah, well, if you went to university, you obviously saw what a beautiful day it is today.
A perfect day.
I was thinking maybe you and I could spend it together.
I think I can do that.
You know, I got all this energy right now. I feel like going jogging. What do you say?
Jogging?
Yeah. You know, like when we first met.
Ted, you've been up since the crack of dawn. I don't want you to exert yourself.
No, don't even worry about that. Come on, we'll go change some clothes.
Oh,
Come on, you know, and I don't want to do this 2-mile run that we always do up to that pier and back. I am so sick of that.
Oh, really? What is it that you want to do?
Well, you know, I want to go up to that park beyond the cove where all those windsurfers are.
Ted, that's 5 miles.
Let's go. No, you got that one.
I'm coming.
Hurry up.
I'm coming. Hello?
Rumor has it, a beautiful young woman is celebrating her birthday all alone.
Mason!
Happy birthday, Kelly. I wanted to call on the stroke of midnight.
I convinced Ted that it was too risky to call you, and then I couldn't resist myself. You should be receiving a crate of presents first thing in the morning.
No, Mason, I don't care about the presents. I just want to be home with the family right now.
You will be very soon. In fact, sooner than you think.
They're talking about presents. See, I told you it was her birthday.
Right, her birthday is tomorrow morning. It could be that it is tomorrow morning in Europe, you bimbo!
Call me a bimbo, Keith. If you're so smart, why didn't you figure it out for yourself?
Hold on a minute, Kelly.
I think he knows we're listening. Shut up.
That's all right.
What was that?
I'm not sure, but I think we should hang up now.
No. Just keep talking. Just for another 30 seconds.
Will I talk to you again soon?
No, I think this better be the last call for a while.
Wait. I think this is the button. This one.
No, that's the worst! Out of here.
We all love you, Kelly. Have a good birthday, huh?
Goodbye, Mason.
No, not goodbye! Not yet!